Hi, my name is Wan Ning and I'm going to present my social cause intervention plan for MKG222 Marketing of Social Causes. The social cause that I'm focusing on is single-use coffee cup reduction in Australia. My target market will be the university students in Brisbane, Australia, who purchase coffee regularly from on-campus cafes. For most of the people, a day without coffee is a day spent in bed. When you grab that morning takeaway coffee, you may be damaging the environment without even realizing it. When you think you recycle your single-use coffee cups, little did you know, none of your discarded coffee cups are being recycled. Plastic waste from disposable coffee cups accounts for having 60,000 kilograms of Australia's landfill annually. The proposed intervention plan is targeted to university students in Brisbane, Australia, who purchase coffee from on-campus cafes more than 3 times per week. They may or may not be aware of the environment problem caused by a single-use coffee cup. Theory of planned behavior is used to construct the intervention plans. Although Bring Your Own Cup initiative has been introduced lately by some of the cafes around Australia, there are still barriers preventing target market to establish the new habit. The product of the intervention plan is called the Coffee O'Clock mobile application, which is free to be installed. The distribution plan of the product will be on Apple Store and Google Play Store. The promotional plans include promoting through word of mouth, posters, and e-newsletters. To give you an overview, this is the list of topics or sections that I will be covering in this presentation. First of all, let's look at the background of the social cause. It's no doubt that Australians love coffee. According to World Atlas, Australia is ranked 42nd in the world for coffee consumptions with an average of 3 kilograms per capita. More than 50,000 cups of coffee are consumed every half an hour by Australians. Based on Sustainability Victoria, estimated 1 billion takeaway cups are used for hot drinks every year. Most of the people do not realize that single-use coffee cups are not recyclable because they are made of paper. In fact, disposable coffee cups are not recyclable as they are coated with polyethylene plastic. Coffee cups are estimated to be the second largest contributor to litter waste after plastic bottles. Australian non-profit organisation Planet Art further calculated that every 30 seconds in Australia, 50,000 disposable coffee cups become landfill. Single-use coffee cups are convenient, but they are increasing landfills, polluting the ocean, and damaging the marine life. It's indeed crucial for everyone to start taking action on the issue. Scoping study. University students in today's society become dependent on caffeine in order to perform their best in hectic lives. Having on-campus cafes is very convenient to the students who need coffee while they attend classes. Brisbane is chosen because the city is rising in coffee culture. It's also not a big city for the intervention idea to begin in. Theory of planned behavior has been widely used to study multiple forms of environmental consumer behavior. According to the theory, intention is the closest antecedent to behavior and is determined by attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control. There were not many studies focused only on disposable cups, but rather other similar environmental sustainable behaviors. It is also found that past research has mostly focused on reduce and recycle but not reuse. For past intervention plan, the researchers found that charging on disposable coffee cups is more effective than to promote the use of reusable cups compared to offering a discount for not using disposable cups. However, for my target market who are university students who purchase coffee regularly from on-campus cafes, there are some of the barriers that prevent the behavior change. The theory of planned behavior will help us to understand those factors and barriers. The figure shows the conceptual framework. The current attitude towards the behavior change, which is to start using reusable coffee cup, is negative. There are students who are not aware of the negative impacts caused by disposable coffee cups. There are also students who are aware of the issue but do not know what difference can be made by one person alone. Moving on to subjective norms, the target market thinks it's not common for everyone to use reusable coffee cups. This is because most of the people around them use disposable coffee cups. For perceived behavioral control, the target market thinks they will not be able to establish the new habit as they have already got used to the convenience of using disposable coffee cups. They also think that they are forgetful and it's a burden to bring reusable coffee cups every time they go to university. Three potential strategies are developed based on the conceptual framework. The first strategy is to make on-campus cafes to apply charges on single-use coffee cups. The second strategy is to have environmental awareness campaign in universities. The third strategy is to build a mobile application to help and encourage students to bring their own reusable coffee cups. We decided to only focus on the third strategy in this presentation as it's able to reduce three of the barriers faced by the target market. Mobile application is chosen as university students heavily rely on their digital devices. Laptop and mobile phones are the two essential items for university students. Not only that, Brisbane City Council has also launched the Brisbane Bin and Recycling app to help citizens learn how to recycle waste more effectively. This certainly shows that mobile application is able to become an effective tool for social causes in the digital era that we are living in now. Let's look at what is the intervention plan about. The proposed intervention plan is a mobile application named Coffee O'Clock. There are three key functions of the Coffee O'Clock application, and they are aimed to reduce the barriers faced by target market to start using reusable coffee cups. The first function is the reminder notification to remind students to bring their own reusable coffee cups before leaving to university. This function aims to make target market feel that they are capable of performing the desired behavior and hence raise their perceived behavioral control. The second function is a virtual reward card that allows students to collect stamps every time they use a reusable coffee cup and redeem gifts or prizes. This is an initiative to encourage students to start using reusable coffee cups and make it a norm. The function also allows students to share their achievement with friends through social media or messengers. By sharing their achievement with friends, the students are also influencing their peers to start using reusable coffee cup. The third function of the Coffee O'Clock mobile application is the daily bite-sized environmental facts or news to educate students on the environmental issues. This function aims to help target market to change their negative attitude towards the behavior change into a positive attitude. The intervention aim is to help target market to establish a new habit, which is to start using reusable coffee cups for coffee takeaways. It is also to reduce the barriers that prevent the desired behavior change of the target market. Next, we are looking at our potential partners and important stakeholders for the intervention plan. Our main stakeholders, who are the participating partners and marketing vehicles, include all the universities in Brisbane City, such as the University of Queensland, Queensland University of Technology, Griffith University, Australian Catholic University, as well as all the on-campus cafes. They are where the intervention going to take place in. For funding, sponsor and developing partners, we have Brisbane City Council, Queensland Environment Department, and Queensland Government. They are the main sponsors and partners who are going to develop the mobile application. Last but not least, we will have some sponsors to sponsor for the rewards. They can be any related business owners who would like to give up discount vouchers or free gifts. For example, we have event cinemas, Woolworths, bookshop like QPD Books, dessert shop like Gelatissimo, Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary, and bakery like Bread Talk. Moving on to product strategy, there are core product, actual product, and augmented product. Core product is the benefit and what makes the desired behavior worthwhile. For this intervention plan, the core product is to save the environment by reducing landfill and plastic waste in ocean, as well as making individuals feel good to contribute to the environment. The actual product is a specific way to achieve the desired behavior. For this intervention, is to bring your own reusable coffee cup instead of using disposable coffee cup. The augmented product is the tangible object or services to help perform the desired behavior. In this case, it is the Coffee O'Clock mobile application. Next, we are going to look at the price strategy. For monetary cost, it's free of charge to install the application. This is because the application will be sponsored by our funding partners as mentioned before. Free application will also encourage more students to install it. The only monetary costs for the target market are the cost to purchase reusable cups, mobile internet and data costs to use the mobile application. For non-monetary costs, it will be the time spent in the mobile application as well as the effort to establish a new habit. Up next, we have place strategy. Coffee O'Clock application will be available on both Apple App Store and Google Play Store. This to ensure all students who are Apple users or Android users are able to use the application. Besides, target market can access the mobile application anytime and anywhere, but preferably at home for the reminder function and university for the reward card function. Furthermore, there are some promotion strategies for the intervention plan. First of all, there will be posters around the university campus to encourage students to install the application. Next, universities can also include the initiatives into their weekly or monthly e-newsletter to help to spread the word. As the universities have large database of students, it will help the intervention plan to reach as many students as possible. Last but not least, the staffs at on-campus cafes should always promote and remind students about the initiative. While taking order, cafe staff can ask simple questions like, "Did you bring your own cup today?" Or "Are you coffee o'clock user?" These simple actions can help to spread the word and help to make the intervention plan a success. Creative strategy and media planning. These are roughly how the visuals for the mobile application and posters will look like. We'll go into the details in the next slide. For the Coffee O'Clock mobile application, it begins with the login page. The home page will contain four main sections, which are Profile, Reminder, Rewards, and Knowledge. Let's look at what each section does. Firstly, in the profile, users will be able to add their university and their own reusable cups. From there, they will also be able to see the list of on-campus cafes available in their university. For the My Cup section, they can also upload a photo of their cups. Next, in Reminder, it will allow students to add in their class schedule and set reminder for the days they would like to purchase coffee at university. As the target market is the regular customers, this function is definitely for them. They can also set the reminder to repeat for every week, so they will need to set it every day. For the rewards page, there will be sections for My Reward Card, Redeem Rewards, and Share Achievement. The My Reward Card works like a virtual loyalty card. Every time the students use their own reusable cups at on-campus cafe, they will receive a stamp on the card. When they successfully collected a certain amount of stamps, they then can redeem rewards sponsored by our partners. There's also a Share My Achievement button that allows students to share with their friends. Lastly, we have a Knowledge page. The Knowledge page consists of your contribution and daily facts. In your contribution section, the application shows the user how one person rejecting a disposable coffee cup could contribute to the environment. This section aims to let the users know every effort is equally meaningful, important, and they are able to make a difference through this simple behavior. Next, there will also be daily news and facts about the environment available for the users. This section aims to educate the users and help raise awareness on other environmental issues. This creative mockup sums up how the Coffee O'Clock mobile application will work. Evaluation strategy. These are the ways that we can evaluate the intervention plan. Firstly, we can evaluate through the usage data of Coffee O'Clock application. By tracking the number of downloads and the amount of time users spend in the application, we will be able to know how many students have heard of the initiative and actually participate in it. Next, we can evaluate from on-campus cafes. The cafes can track the usage amount of reusable coffee cups after the application is launched. If the demand for disposable coffee cups has decreased, it means that the application is effective in encouraging students to establish the new habit of using reusable coffee cups. Besides, reward partners can also keep track of the amount of rewards given out. The more the rewards have been redeemed, it means students are adapting into the behavior of bringing their own cup every time. However, the ethical consideration of running the intervention plan is a concern for privacy and confidentiality. Consumers are growing concerned about their privacy when using mobile applications, fearing that apps can track their location, watch their activities, or share their data. According to a research from Kaspersky Lab, 83% of Android apps have access to their owner's sensitive data, and 96% of Android apps can launch without consent. Therefore, the Coffee O'Clock mobile developer team must obey the Australian privacy principles in the Privacy Act. We should only collect personal information that the app needs to function and secure what we collect. We should also be open and transparent about our privacy practices and make sure the privacy policy is easy to view by the users. Even though 21% of the users do not check permissions when installing new apps on their devices based on the research, it's still important to be an ethical mobile application developer, especially when our target market is students. Besides that, there may be also some potential unintended consequences caused by the intervention plan. The negative potential unintended consequence is the user's data being accessed by harmful third parties. The user data may be misused for other purposes such as advertising, and it will cause negative impact to our sponsor partners. On the other side, the positive potential unintended consequence is to be able to spark students' interest in adapting eco-friendly lifestyle. Students may be more environmental friendly by performing other recycle, reusing, reducing waste actions after getting used to using their own reusable coffee cups. Starting to use reusable coffee cups could be their first step towards contributing more for our environment. In conclusion, I've covered all the main points listed in the executive summary and all the titles listed in the table of contents. We talk about how critical is the environmental issues caused by disposable coffee cups, target market for the intervention plan, scoping study and conceptual framework, as well as the intervention plan. The Coffee or Cloud mobile application is proposed as intervention plan as it will be able to reduce the barriers faced by the target market to start using reusable coffee cups. By shifting the attitude towards the behavior from negative to positive, raising their perceived barrier control by making the action even easier for them to perform, and making using reusable coffee cups a norm, it's more likely for the target market to break the barriers and perform the desired behavior change. Here's the reference list for my presentation. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. If every single one of us remember to bring a reusable coffee cup the next time we are out to purchase coffee, there'll be no problem with the current landfill scenario. Let's all work together through these small actions in our daily life and make our earth green again. Thank you and have a nice day.